So in this video we are going to deal with the chapter sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So in this video we will discuss about what flowers are fascinating organ and the introductory part of pre-fertilization, their structure and events. In the next video we will be learning in detail. So the introduction part. So we may think that plants reproduce sexually. So from this very heading we can identify that the plants show sexual reproduction. So we see simply the mirror of flowers and we smell the scents of the flowers and the perfumes which are created out from the smell of the flowers. So we use flowers for our own selfishness. So now we will get into the main part. So from this we can identify that the all flowering plants shows sexual reproduction. So all flowering plants show out the sexual reproduction. So there are different diversity of structures of the inflorescence, flowers and floral parts. So when we take that plants of inflorescence and flowers and its floral parts, there is an amazing range of adaptations to form the end product. So these undergo certain range of adaptations and form the end products, the fruits and the seeds. So now a small introductory part about flower. So flower is something that a fascinating organ of angiosperm. So flower is considered as a fascinating organ of angiosperm. So human beings has an intimate relationship with the flowers since their immemorial time. So since the time of immemorial, that is memorial, we even at the starting of the age of the human beings, they had an intimate relationship with the flowers. So these flowers are used as objects of aesthetic, ornamental, social, religious, for cultural value, and it is the flowers are taken as a symbol of love, affection, happiness, grief and mourning. So if you think about the human beings, if we take our own home, at least there will be at least one ornamental flower, or for its beauty or for its scent smell. We used to have it in our homes or sometimes in our gardens. So now for a biologist, when we take the biologist, they consider flowers as the morphological and embryological marvels. So they also think it as a site of sexual reproduction. So we know that flowering plants reproduce sexually. So for a biologist, according to the eyes, so when we see the flowers, we see its beauty, whereas when the biologists check into these flowers, they see it as morphological and embryological marvels and also as a site of sexual reproduction. So what pre-fertilization is? So here the introductory part of pre-fertilization. So when the actual flower is seen on a plant. So when we get into the plant, if we see a flower, before that itself, before the flowering of the plant itself, the decision has to be taken by the plant that it is going to flower. So the decision taking is before the flowering of the plant. So for this plants, that if this flower has to come out, there has to be an hormonal and structural changes. So this hormonal and structural changes helps in the differentiation and the development of floral primordium. So the developmentation and this differentiation of the structural and hormonal changes gives out the floral primordium. So this floral primordium then which the inflorescence bears the floral buds, and then finally comes the flower. So this floral gives the fluorescence, that is this fluorescence bears some floral buds and then it gives out the flowers. So the flowers have a male reproductive structure and female reproductive structure. So the male reproductive structure in flowers we call it as androecium, whereas in flowers we call female reproductive structures as gynoecium. So androecium consists of a wall of stamens. So this is what the male reproductive structure and female reproductive structure we learn the further things in detail in the next video. Stay tuned to my channel for my further videos. Thank you.